Good evening and a very Merry Christmas to you. Welcome to News 360 live from the home of news here in Accra. I am Isa Moni.
And I am Solace Rose Quarte. Top of the bulletin this evening.
News 360 Headlines is brought to you by...
And the Member of Parliament for Esunafo South constituency, Eric Opoku, attacked in his home on Christmas Day.
And the Fire Service Task Force begins exercise to clamp down on nightclubs who do not meet its safety regulations.
Also coming up in this edition, Police Service released fresh list of promotion within its top ranks.
And the Tema Oil Refinery bounces back after it halted operations for months.
And in international news, Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny has been formally barred from competing in next year's presidential election.
All these and more coming up in the next 60 minutes.
And it's Christmas Day. Welcome to today's edition of News 360. Christmas Day is usually characterized by bustling activities all over. However, it was a comparatively calm atmosphere around some parts of the capital earlier today. Solace Rose Quarte went around town and has come through with this report.
Don't we just love it when the holidays come? How else can we ever experience almost no traffic on the Ridge Highway, the Ring Road, the La Road, and the Oxford Street? Especially on a Monday morning. Christmas morning was about fairly empty streets with few hawkers and pedestrians. Church activities were dominant. Many shops were also closed for business, but on the Oxford Street, some traders were raking in sales.
It's a season of joy, happiness, and giving. And speaking of giving, you have to find a gift to give, right? One of the options could be a hamper. And I'm here with Auntie Emilia. Auntie Emilia, Merry Christmas.
Same to you, my dear.
So I'm going to get a bit of a lesson on how to just wrap up the hamper. That's how far I can go. So, Auntie Emilia.
You have to put your cellophane on the table.
Okay.
Then you pull it to the level that it can cover the basket.
Okay.
You just measure from your left to the right and see how the bowl will be. You have it correct now.
Okay, I'm going to be her apprentice for this one, right?
Madame Emilia Lamte has been in the hamper making business for 9 years. After volunteering to show me the ropes for free, I had to do something in return. Thankfully, I came well prepared. After all, it was Christmas.
If you compare today to maybe last year, a couple of years ago, what would you say your verdict would be?
Well, I think Christmas is getting more dull and dull every year. People are busy. Everybody's looking for money. Even at this time of the year, it's getting harder and harder.
Like some of us are working today?
Yes, some of you are working today.
Oh, fine. Last year Christmas, Christmas,
enemy wa last year le ngofeni ene aheni jala abadidigi
afishapo amen.
This Christmas dear, in fact, so now we should say nipa e work room a obi ani age.
As when you do we dey send there a purchase a business in so as a
business na me adom e koso pa ya ba ha dey who difference. Ghana obia Merry Christmas afisha afi say nyina atinkwamu. Amen.
Amen. Me that say why.
I mean, I saw you dancing through
yes.
What happened? Were you?
That was my payment. If they were going to, talk about Christmas and then, everything else, I had to dance. And
you
so
got
that's
to
what
dance. But
I
when's your Christmas? I saw you. Is this around?
It's
here?
around.
I'm
it
sure
will
we'll
come
be
out
getting
at
that
some
point
point
at the end of the show.
tonight.
Right, let's do some more Christmas stories. And the festive period is marked in different ways around the globe. It is mostly characterized by exchange of gifts and showing love to friends and family. But how are the less privileged in society celebrating the Yuletide? Joycelyn Wood has been finding out.
This slum is along the Spencers Road in Accra. It is home to more than 100 people, mostly students, aged between 18 to 35 years. The slum dwellers say, although their budgets are low, they are determined to make the day quite memorable, even in the absence of Christmas trees, decorations, cake, and all the goodies that come with the day.
Christmas is characterized by lots of merrymaking and eating of sumptuous dishes. For people in this slum, obviously, they are not left out in these Christmas celebrations.
For Gideon, a 25-year-old student, his birthday couldn't afford on any other day than Christmas.
We don't have enough money, but the little one that we have, we are managing it to celebrate. So we are all enjoying ourselves, as all my friends are with me. So I thank God for the day.
Irrespective of where you live, Christmas is incomplete without food. Here at the slum, Ramona, a 21-year-old cleaner, is busily preparing the evening meal for the family.
I'm just cooking it for my brothers around so that we will do some little get together. We do it daily, but let me say today is somehow special.
Emmanuel, 25, also a student, is waiting with bated breath for the Christmas meal.
We are trying to prepare a banku with okra soup alongside a stew with rice.
For others, it is time to bond with the family and also spend some time with old friends. Children in the slum are also not left out in the celebrations.
Well, you can see the mood is still great and people are enjoying the day. Now, there was near standoff between the inspection team of the Ghana National Fire Service and the managers of Venus Lounge Bar Grill at Usu in the early hours of Monday during a swoop around entertainment centers. Now, an expatriate management member picked a quarrel with the task force when asked to produce his fire certificate. Here's a report by Peter Kwawa, that's all.
The surprise inspection tour was smoothly taking place until the team got to the Venus Lounge Bar Grill near the Lebanese embassy. The team cited only one fire extinguisher inside a huge entertainment center, and when asked to produce their fire certificate, the man nicknamed me took offense. He took the intervention of other management members to prevent heated argument. The first port of call was Sun City, where the team was conducted round to inspect modern firefighting gadgets and apparatus, including smoke detectors and fire hydrant. The team moved to Jokers, which had no emergency exit. The fire certificate on display had also expired, but management claimed it had already been renewed. Next was the hot gossip and vanity clubs, all in Osu. Here, almost every firefighting gadget, apparatus and emergency exit appeared to be in place. From one end to the other, officials from the club led the task force to locate all the needed facilities. However, most of the centers had failed to display their fire certificates, even though they claimed they have them. The swoop was to identify fire extinguishers, smoke detectors, emergency exits, fire certificates, fire hydrants in some cases to ensure safety. So why wait till the festive period before undertaking this operation?
During Christmas, a lot of people patronize these public places, and should the unexpected happens, then they should get out of the place without being hurt. So that's why at this time we are visiting these public places to make sure they are put in adequate preparations.
So what happens to those who fail to meet the standards?
The only thing for the fire service to do is to close down. That is the punishment that the person gets when he doesn't adhere to the fire safety and precautionary measures.
DCF Okweku Menu Afo urged all such centers to ensure compliance for the safety of all, including their own investments.
Welcome back, and let's do some other stories, but let's head over to the upper parts of the country where the Upper West Regional Police Command has deployed a total of 400 personnel to heighten security during the Yuletide. The Regional Police Commander, DCOP Kojo Wapia Otri, says new snap checkpoints have been established in Wa municipality with day and night patrol to ensure public safety.
The Upper West Regional Police Command has identified highway robbery, stealing of motorbikes, residential burglary and cattle rustling as very prevalent crimes in the region and have therefore strategized to combat them. As the world marks the Christmas and New Year festivities, the police service has deployed a total of 400 personnel to various duty points to curb crime.
Additional 3 patrol teams have been operating day and night to beef up security by augmenting the strength of the existing 5 patrol teams. 1 SWAT team has been assigned to Bamaho UDS campus to add to the strength of the existing 2. This will, we believe, will make the campus very safe.
And the National Road Safety Commission, in collaboration with the Ghana Police Service and DVLA, have cautioned drivers and the public to be wary of the vehicles during this festive period. Drivers are also warned not to stress themselves in trying to make more money by not taking enough rest. A report by Yakubu Abdul Ghafoor.
The National Road Safety Commission, the Police Service and DVLA have been sensitizing drivers and passengers at the Wa Lorry station to be cautious of road traffic regulations while using the road, especially during the Christmas and New Year festivities. They also inspected vehicles to confirm their roadworthiness. The purpose of the exercise was to reduce road traffic offences and accidents, especially during the festive period. Regional Director of the Ghana National Road Safety Commission, Mohammed Abdul Samid, said they will do all they can to save lives during this festive period.
And now to some Xmas wishes. Ex-President John Agyekum Kufuor has advised the youth to be patient as they await the good fortunes of the NPP government. He urged all Ghanaians to be tolerant and peaceful with one another. These were contained in his Christmas message to Ghanaians.
Christmas being the day when to us the Savior of mankind was born, should be marked by all people in peace and in goodwill towards each other. So I use the occasion to wish all the people of Ghana, everybody in this country, a Merry Christmas and a joyous and prosperous New Year. Whatever has transpired before now, we should look on Christmas as the time to draw the line, so we look ahead afresh on basis of goodwill and with hope. We are a very young country. I believe the majority of our population can be classified as young or youthful. I would urge them to restrain themselves. I know now we are told we have unemployed graduates association. If even the graduates are unemployed, you can imagine those who haven't had the opportunity. What's happening to them? Life is quite tough. But I would urge them to be patient, because you cannot change the world with just a snap of the hand. No. What is important is that wherever you find yourself, try to be positively creative. You don't allow yourself to be tempted into bad ways, because you may destroy the chances of your future. So let's all live within the law and do whatever we can to sustain ourselves on the right side of the law. We are being ushered into better times, times where the nation would attract a lot of investments that would lead to creation of jobs, and that would also spread the wealth generally. It's not going to be just a few people, perhaps styled as capitalists, just grabbing everything and holding on to it. No, this government, I believe, is an open-minded government that is there for the people as a whole, and not just for some greedy few. So it's just a matter of patience, and in time, Ghana will be back on track.
Now, some individuals have attacked the Member of Parliament for the Esonafo South constituency, Eric Opoku, on Monday morning, December 25. The group, numbering about 100, believed to be sympathizers of the New Patriotic Party, besieged the residence of the Member of Parliament and damaged some property. The Member of Parliament was in the company of some of his constituents, including some chiefs from the area, to celebrate the Christmas when he was attacked. The windscreen of a Toyota Land Cruiser belonging to the Member of Parliament was damaged, and the tires of his vehicle was cut into pieces, as well as the cars of the chiefs who were at the MP's residence to join him in the festivities. And we were hoping to speak to DSP Kwesi Boakye. He's the police commander of Kukuom district in the Bonafo region. We're still trying. Our phone lines have not been able to pick him up yet. As soon as we're able to link up, we will speak to him about this incident in the Sankore area.
Let's do some other stories. And the police administration has promoted 68 superintendents of the police to the rank of chief superintendent, with one being posthumous. Additionally, one chief superintendent of police in the person of the former director of police anti-human trafficking unit, Patience Ashokokwe, was also promoted to the rank of assistant commissioner of police, ACP. One assistant commissioner of police, Edward Tibri, has also been promoted to the rank of deputy commissioner of police, DCOP. The promotions, according to the release, followed approval from the Police Council, and it takes effect on January 1, 2018. The posthumous promotion for Superintendent Alexander Kumangani, on the other hand, took retrogressive effect from September 22, 2017.
Now let's go back to the attack on the Esonafo area and speak to DSP Kwesi Boakye. He is the commander of Kukuom district in the Bonafo region. Good evening, Chief, if you can hear me.
Good evening.
Right, can you confirm the attack on the Honorable Member of Parliament, and have you also concluded on what triggered this particular attack?
Yeah, thank you very much, and good evening to you. Listen, it is true that the Honorable South was attacked at residence today around 11 a.m. That is true. And some detailed facts on the first question about where the side glasses were smashed. They also
DSP Kwesi Boakye, I'm sure your line is not stable. If you can just locate yourself properly, I'm sure we'll be able to pick up your words. It's a bit dodgy right now. And please raise your voice a little.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, the reception here is very bad anyway. Hello, do you hear me?
It's better now. We can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, we can
Hello?
hear you. We can hear you. It's better.
Hello?
Hello, DSP Kwesi Boakye, we can hear you. Please go ahead and
yes,
tell us.
it is true that the honorable member for Asinaso South, Mr. Eric Opoku, was attacked at his residence today around 11:30 a.m. The attack happened to roll cutlasses and then smashed some vehicles which were parked in front of his residence. 2 cases and a saloon sibling parked in front of his residence were vandalized. The front and rear windscreens and side glasses were smashed. After that, the thug entered his residence and then tried to cause damage to his private vehicle, a Land Cruiser. They could not cause any extensive damage anyway, but they managed to smash the side driving mirror, the passenger side. They smashed that one and tried to cutlass the bonnet. In fact, because the body was very hard, they couldn't make any extensive cut into it. But there is a mark on the bonnet which shows clearly that they tried to cutlass the bonnet. They also threw some stones which also damaged the glasses of his first floor structures. Then the security guard booth, they also happened to cause damage to the glasses in the booth. So it is true that the talk, numbering about 8 of them, attacked the honorable member at his residence today.
All right. We are told they appear to be members of the New Patriotic Party, NPP. But what really caused this attack? Can you share with us?
Actually, we have just started investigations into it. We are gathering information as to who were the people. As at the time I went there, in fact, no report had been made to the police station. So I have advised that they make a report, and then the people who were involved in the attack will be disclosed later, not now because of security reasons.
So has the police been able to arrest anybody now?
Hello?
Have you been able to arrest anybody at this moment?
As of now, no arrest has been made. So that is why we don't want to put the names of the people involved on air. Those involved, I think, later will invite them or arrest them.
Yeah, Chief, we also understand he had some guests at that time at his residence. Was any of them injured in the attack?
So far, nothing of that sort has been said that any of his visitors or guests was injured. However, there was one person who was said to have been beaten and was lying at home. So police got to him, and we didn't see any cutlass wound on him. However, there were marks of assault on him. So police took him to hospital because he was afraid that even going to hospital, if he is spotted again, he might be beaten again. So police helped him to take him to hospital and helped him to make his complaint, after which he was sent home.
Okay, thank you very much.
As for those visitors at his residence, we didn't receive any information that any of them was injured.
Right, thank you very much. DSP Kwesi Boakye, he is the police commander in charge of Kukuom district in the Bonafo region. We're grateful for your time.
Hello, very good evening to you. Merry Christmas and welcome to the business segment on News 360. My name is Pa Kwesi Asare. Let's begin. And maintenance works on the Tema Oil Refinery have completed ahead of scheduled commencement of crude oil refinery in the first quarter of 2018. Management says a positive attitude of employees towards work is what will keep the company high as production starts. Well, management again cautioned employees against unnecessary politicization.
Since 1963, TOR has been the engine of growth for Ghana's economy in the vision of successive governments' efforts at having a vibrant and robust energy sector. Ghana's only refinery has been plagued with funding challenges which have resulted in several shutdowns. Successive governments have had to institute a recovery debt levy to offset its indebtedness. With the discovery of oil and gas in Ghana, the company has attempted to expand and position itself to improve its infrastructure to ensure reliability of petroleum products on the Ghanaian market and also to export to the ECOWAS sub-region. The current board of TOR is counting on workers to put in more effort for TOR to bounce back on its feet.
When everything goes on well within a few weeks from now, we'll be blasting the CDU and processing crude for finished products once more. I know that we are still working on the RFCC, and again, God willing, within a few weeks from now, all things will be brought to a close as far as maintenance is concerned, and that will have also resuscitated that plant, and again will be on the street.
Training and retraining of staff, the new management says, will be its integral strategy going forward. Speaking at a special send-off ceremony to honor a number of retired staff in recognition of their dedicated services to TOR, the board chair and managing director all pledged their willingness to vigorously embark on key strategies to turn the refinery around. The send-off ceremony is a program instituted by TOR to recognize and celebrate retired employees for their long service, commitment and dedication to duty when they were with the company.
Celebration because we are all gathered here to enjoy ourselves and to congratulate you due to the significant roles each of you have played during your time here at TOR. The experience you take away is significant, but what you have imparted to those who are continuing your work is even more important.
A total of 50 staff who retired from 2015 to 2017 were honored in recognition of their meritorious service to TOR.
In other news, 10 loyal customers of Societe Generale Ghana in the Western and Central regions have been rewarded in their Abenwaha mini draw promotion held at Takoradi. While speaking at the event, the head of mass market for SG Ghana, Obed Hoya, assured customers of making banking more convenient and comfortable through innovative means.
The Abenwaha promotion was launched in August this year by the bank to incentivize customers to save and cultivate the habit of savings in them. Customers, both old and new, require a minimum deposit of 200 cedis and go to 1,000 cedis and above before 31st December 2017 to enter the draw, with the ultimate prize being a Suzuki Baleno car. The deposits must be kept in the account until 31st January 2018 to qualify for the final draw to win one of the 6 Suzuki Baleno cars in February 2018. The Takoradi mini draw saw 10 winners drawn from the Western and Central regions, receiving a variety of items consisting of Samsung Galaxy smartphones and Samsung 40-inch Full HD flat smart TV sets. Head of Marketing Analysis, Societe Generale Ghana, Frederick Addy, explained the promotion encouraged customers to save with the bank to enjoy more of their innovations.
In SG, the areas where we operate has been broken down into 6 zones. So each of the zone will have a winner taking one of the cars. So generally we have 6 cars to give away in the final draw.
The head of mass markets of Societe Generale Ghana, Obed Hoya, said the bank is making banking more convenient and comfortable for those customers with the refurbishment of their branches in order to make it ultra-modern and highly digitized.
This consistent promos, as we continue to organize them, is an opportunity for us to educate Ghanaians and to educate our customers on the importance of saving.
One of the lucky winners of the 100 cedis worth of airtime, Zakaria Yakubu Kalamba, commended the bank for their initiative to reward customers.
SG, I've been with them for so long, and I trusted them. I've been banking with them and I've been enjoying their facilities. So I said, yeah, this is the real deal, and that urged me to enter into the draws.
Well, that's all for the business segment on News 360. My name is Pakwisi Asari. For more news, you can log on to our website at www.3news.com. Hand it over now to Solis and Isa Money.
Pakwisi, it's good to see you. I've been around. I'm sure you brought some more love from wherever you're coming from.
Chocolates and toffees for you.
Absolutely. We want to see them on our desk.
No problem. Just finish the news and come.
It's the purpose of the season, to show love, isn't it?
Good to see you.
Right. Good to see you, okay. Right. You're watching News 360. Let's continue with some more Christmas-related stories. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has condemned the incessant stigmatization of lepers across the country. Dr. Bawumia was speaking during a visit to the Weija Leprosarium in Accra.
The Weija Leprosarium, which was set up in 1950, currently has more than 20 inmates. These inmates have been medically treated, but their loved ones have deserted them as a result of stigmatization. Most of them have been abandoned at the Leprosarium without any support. This situation continues to worry leaders at the Leprosarium, including the caretaker, Father Campbell.
They've been neglected, they've been marginalized, they've been forgotten. And so to me, they are the treasure of society because we love them.
Vice President, who was moved by their plight, made some presentations to them. The Vice President and his team presented 100 bags of rice, 200 assorted drinks, and a cash donation of 10,000 cedis to help inmates at the Leprosarium celebrate Christmas. He offered himself to be a life patron of the Leprosarium.
Father Campbell, I will offer myself today as a patron of the Leprosy Society, so that we can use the good offices that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has made possible to support and make sure that we can enhance the welfare of lepers in Ghana.
He again spoke against stigmatization of the inmates.
There's no problem with touching them, feeling them, or hugging them. They are cured lepers. There should be no stigma attached to them. We appeal to the families of lepers who are in here and other parts of Ghana. Don't abandon your family members. Don't only come for them when they are dead. They need your continued care and support.
Later, the Vice President made another presentation to the Teshi Children's Home. The home was set up in 1995 and currently has more than 10 inmates. He presented 100 bags of rice, 200 assorted drinks, and a cash donation of 10,000 cedis.
This is really the vision of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Build a society where everybody can get an education. And this is why we have free SHS. All the children here, by the grace of God, you will all be going to free SHS.
Earlier, the Vice President and his team visited Osu Children's Home to celebrate the Christmas with them. He promised to assist them to settle their electricity bills and recruit more staff to help them in their work. He presented another batch of 100 bags of rice, assorted drinks, a cash donation of 10,000 cedis, and a bull.
Still on some Christmas-related stories, Nene Droloboso Adamte, the first chief of the Se Shai traditional area in the Dangme West district, has charged Ghanaians to always think of making positive contributions to the growth of the country to reduce corruption. He made this observation at the Grace Presbyterian Church as part of the Christmas festivities.
Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed on December 25 as a religious celebration among many across the world. Christians were advised to set themselves apart to reflect on the significance of the birth of Christ. Acting moderator of the Presbyterian Church, Reverend Dr. Victor Abbey, said, Christmas is not only about what we eat, but a deeper and a sober reflection about the call upon Christians to impact others positively.
I don't see Ghana as a poor nation. I see Ghana as a country that is well endowed, but it is about the management of the resources that we have that has caused us to look poor. If a Christian is an accountant somewhere, if a Christian is a politician somewhere, they will live up to their calling, be responsible so that they will not divert funds that should be used in glorifying God or doing the work for the people into their own pockets.
He also charged Christians to live their responsibilities to help turn the economy around. He implored the President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, and his cabinet to live up to expectation. Chief of the Seashai traditional area in the Dangme West District, Nenedrolo Boso Adamti I, said the church will take responsibility in the fight against corruption, which is not the preserve of government.
Let us be so committed and dedicated. And let's remember that even though our days are numbered on earth, we will not leave this earth without making a positive contribution by giving our lives in the service of God and letting others discover who Jesus is. Discover the joy in serving the Lord.
He charged all to be each other's keeper in order to deepen democracy.
Holy Spirit. Amen.
You're still tuned in to the Christmas edition of News 360. Nana Kojo-Afre comes your way after this with some sports news updates. Stay with us. Welcome back to News 360. It's now time for some entertainment news. And Christmas came early for viewers of TV3 as the day started with different tunes of Christmas from a symphony team on the New Day show. Here is how Christmas was celebrated on New Day this morning.
In the spirit of Christmas, the Triumph Symphony, which has been in existence for the past 2.5 years, has been creating melodies with their soothing voices. The group was on TV3 New Day's Christmas edition to usher viewers into the Christmas mood and into the Yuletide celebrations. For them, every Christmas is a privilege and worth the wait.
We should all know that Jesus is the center of the Christmas. Had it not been him, Christmas celebration wouldn't be in existence. So we are saying that we should all have fun, even as we are celebrating this Christmas or during this festive period. Let's do it with a consciousness of Christ and make sure that we also try to impact the society in a good and better way.
For them, such opportunities are geared towards impacting the youth.
It means a lot to us. We also feel like giving back to the society. So when we have any opportunity like this, we need to utilize it and make use of it. Yeah, to make sure that the society which we tapped from, society that's nurtured us, is also benefiting from the kind of knowledge they gave to us.
The group would also round up the year with a Christmas concert at Elmina on December 29.
Before we do some entertainment news, now Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny has been formally barred from competing in next year's presidential election. The Central Electoral Commission has said Mr. Navalny was ineligible because of a corruption conviction, which he says is politically motivated. Now, Navalny was widely regarded as the only candidate with a chance of challenging President Vladimir Putin. Your News 360, and we can do some more Christmas-related stories, entertainment, and some Ghanaian musicians have been sharing their Christmas wishes with TV3 Entertainment. Let's have a look.
We've been given a lot, you know, and I feel that this is a time too that we all have to show appreciation.
Rocky Dawini, I wanted to hear some more from him, but
Definitely.
we apologize for those little stops in that video. I'm sure we'll get it back in some other news program for you to enjoy it, and that's all for this edition of News 360. I thought you promised I'll do some Christmas song. Are you going to sing?
Then we have to do it together. So let's go.
All right.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I didn't know how to say it.
My name is Solace Rose.
I am Mr. Morning.
Good evening.